5110 is at Udia. He's an absolute monster. They cannot allow him to get back onto Frosty in any of the fights.
Yeah, I really feel like Twitch either should have used his stealth there and then gone on to Udia, like ran behind him and shot at him, or at least just shot at him while moving backwards and throwing a little slime ball onto him and just kind of trying to get, because he was never going to get away. No one can escape the wrath of Udia.
Yeah, definitely, especially one that's gone on Triforce and Frozen Heart. Tarzan, a good Hex Drinker, will be able to keep him alive. Chromie wasn't able to assassinate him just yet. Could be getting close to bursting him down from 100 to 0, especially if he wants to get to the Rabadons. But a good stun on the save. I think that was a stun. Not sure if that landed or missed. The save was able to swim away to safety. Frosty, also alive, is charging up with the stealth. Winterfell gets stunned up by Chromie as well. Not going to be enough. Frosty is still way too deep. He has to be very careful. Nukata coming in. Frosty's taking a lot of damage, but Nukata is now in the worst position. Crescendo onto Winterfell. Chistastic is doing a good job of zoning away Frosty as well. But Chromie falls. Tarzan is 0 leader to get onto Boogie Board. Safe gets stunned up by, I think it was Chromie? Not too sure, but Chistastic is being kited. Frosty picks up a kill. That's a 3-for-1 exchange in favor of Blizzard. The other set the sides up for Recipe. Can he get away? They're trying their best to slow him down, but Recipe will get away with Udi or not. Zero is now chasing on town, flings the wrong thing, hits the minion, and Blizzard will simply just push up the mid lane.
Yeah, well, they're just gonna push straight down in the mid lane, and hopefully they can take this tower before Udyr can really do anything. He's going to try and Phoenix stance and take out all the minions. Nami's going to chuck in a couple of bubbles, and but it looks like the tower's going to... Yeah, there it is.
Definitely, the tower has fallen down. That's the 4th hours game. Even on towers, despite the fact that they have 4k lead, are up in terms of dragons. They are still losing this game, still behind in gold by 2k, unfortunately.
So they've all walked through that pink. I think every single team member has walked through that pink wood.
And Nakata so deep. Flash crescendos under Frosty. Even Resume flashes on Frosty. Falls down. Zero falls down too. This is the rest of the pros coming in. They will be able to secure their second dragon of the game as well. And again, you said that they all walked around the pink ward and no one bothered to walk into the brush. And that pink ward literally cost them the dragon.
Yeah, and now, like, not only do these guys have their second dragon, but also just the fact that Blizzard failed at getting their 4th dragon, which gives them an extra 15% damage to minions and monsters, which it's a lot. Because not only does it give you more pushing power, but also you've got a better chance of taking out more barons and more dragons, and you will be able to secure your blue buff, and you will be able to clear the jungle faster. So, not only is it that they now have a disadvantage because pros have managed to get 15% extra damage to the tower constructions and everything, but they don't have the extra damage to monsters either. And
definitely. Definitely, Chromie was able to instantly blow up safe. Nakata's trying to help him with the crescendo. It does only land on Tarzan. Winterfell flashing, but a great flash apprehend onto Tarzan. He will get dunked by Chistastic. He's now 6-5-3, finally completing the Ravenous Hydra, and probably works in of the blade, the Black Cleaver. But now the pros have set their size up for Baron yet again. This could be their first Baron 0. And Winterfell are around the corner. They're going to try their best to delay it. Frosty's at bot lane too, so he won't be able to help. Zero's had enough. He's leading the charge. Winterfell is now used his Zonya. He's trying his best to sustain as best as possible, but Zero just leaves his ally to die. That's going to be Winterfell falling, but he does pick up a kill on Nukata as well. Zero trying his best to 1v3 with the help of Baron. The rest of the pros are quite low. Frosty again is still split pushing the bot lane. Don't forget that. He's now up to the inhibitor as well. Zero trying his best. Could he secure the kill? No, he doesn't. Baron does fall to the pros. In fact, Zero does fall as well. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Frosty dies! The Dark Spirit picking up the kill by Chromie. He's now 7-10-6, and a great turnaround from the pros. Definitely in the lead of kills, and now have a 6k gold lead from that exchange. Yeah,
well, I mean, Twitch did manage to take out one tower, but instead of being in the bot lane, he really probably should have been at Baron, because Baron is worth a lot more than a single tower and a couple minions, because now with its ability, like, even though it doesn't give you the health and mana regen, which in my opinion was kind of pathetic, like, the fact that it makes your minions so much stronger, like, everybody doubts the power of minions, and just the fact that it makes your minions so much stronger, it's just incredible. Like, even if you pick up that Elixir of Ruin, where all your minions do 15% more damage to all the structures and towers, so it just improves your pushing power so much. Like, you combine that with a Banner of Command and chuck that onto, like, one of the siege minions, and oh my god, he's really strong, because a Banner of Command plus an Elixir of Ruin plus the Baron buff, I don't think anything in the game can stop that.
Oh, definitely. That minion that's been buffed up is just going to be absurd, especially against a full AP comp, where I believe Banner of Command says you're not, like, magic damage does nothing. But now the chase on by the pros, a good Aqua Prison denying Recipe and Cheese-tastic to continue on with the chase. It's a very good Aqua Prison coming out from save. He's been on point this whole game as well with his Aqua Prisons. Let's hope he's able to protect his Frosty Twitch as best as can. Cronin now been locked up, and the siege is on. Coming out from the pros, they're trying their best. They're forced to use a Thunderclaws from Zero to clear up the minion waves. He's taking quite a bit of damage. He's now below half health, so they have to be kind of careful if they want to do anything. Chromie being locked up by Aqua Prism, and no one can follow up just yet. If anything, the pros are doing quite well with this siege, able to get some damage on the tower, but winning in terms of the damage onto the champions. The stun missing from Chromie, and now they're onto the tower yet again. Zero is quite low. The Morale Homicon is on him as well. He will not be able to regen as much if he gets into passive. Safe gets hit by the Crescendo. In fact, he still lives. Does use a Tidal Wave. Winterfell using the zone is a bit too early. He might fall down. Frosty gets jumped up by Recipe to stun his own, but he's trying his best to kite as well. The chase is on. Zero falls. That's the kill towards Boogie, and the pros definitely coming out ahead of that fight. We're able to get onto the right targets to force him to separate. The word escaped me yet again. But they were able to get into the right targets, forcing the rest of Blizzard to basically separate as a team. Frosty was left alone. Recipe was able to get onto him and basically zone him out as best as possible. Chromie, not sure what Chromie's doing. I think he's waiting out for a specific kill. Does have Unleashed Power still. Didn't use his ultimate just yet. And now Tarzan's ultimate's coming out. There we go. Frosty gets blown up. Was seen by the rest of the team hiding out in the brushes. And now Tarzan's the next target. Recipe does have his best, and so he will get the stun. The slow from Nikado as well. He's trying his best to do as much damage to Tarzan, but he will fall down to Recipe. So very good play coming out from the pros. 27-31 are the kills. They have a 9k goal lead. Now they've set their sights up onto this bottom tier 2 tower. Winterfell in the World of Fate doesn't have mana. He falls down too. And a very good play and rotations coming out from the pros.
They are just going... They're going to win this game. I'm saying that now because they are just working so well together as a team. They don't even need Darius. He's just been sitting up in the top, pushing that lane out the whole time. And they've just been running out, taking out all the towers and all the inhibitors. Once they get 3 inhibitors, I mean, 6 minions per wave is a lot.
Definitely. Zero just lives with barely 10 health. The Cullings was interrupted based on the tidal wave, so very good play right there from the pros. And they're doing quite well for themselves. In fact, they are going to take away the red buff and now focusing onto the dragon. This will be their 3rd stack of the game as well. And Blizzard, I'm not sure if they could do anything in this game at all, but if anything, it most likely looks like the pros will take this game. They're in the driver's seat. They're at 13k gold lead, 5 kills ahead, 8-3 in terms of turrets. In fact, they've gotten 2 inhibitors as well. So if anything, Blizzard should probably not worry about this game anymore and set their sights up for the 3rd game. They're like, okay, we might lose this one. It'll be too low, but we can come out, take the 3rd game, at least secure 1 point for us in this round robin. And that's what I believe Blizzard should be focusing on, is the 3rd game.
Yeah, they really have to find somewhere, at least working more together as a team, because I've seen it too often where I just sit there and I go, why did they win that fight? They I mean, why did they lose that fight? They don't have a lack in goal. They don't have a lack in team comp. But it's just the fact that they weren't working together. They weren't all grouped up, and they didn't know what each person was going to do. Whereas it seems like that the pros always know what each person on their team is going to do at all times. Like, I've played so many games with you. I know exactly what you're going to do right now. And that's pretty much why they're winning the game right now, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. So the pros are definitely in driver's seat due to their team communication and their coordination. Very on point. The rotations have been good. The transitions have been good. There's also the trust in everyone. Like, everyone knows what's happening. Cheese-tastic and Recipe always on point, just running in, trusting their team will follow up. Even Nukata, the Sona, one of the squishiest supports that doesn't even have an escape ability, flashes crescendos in. That's the trust that the pros have for their team. Now they're working up in the top tower, trying to get their third inhibitor of the game. Baron spawns in 26 seconds. So if they aren't able to break the base, they should be able to get their free Baron. But thanks to the minions in the middle and bottom, they're able to push the rest of Blizzard away. And that's the top inhibitor falling down. There's 3 inhibitors, and this could be even the last fight. Apprehend misses. Chromie misses the stun as well. Frosty has stealth up, so not sure what he's going to be focusing on. Zero leading the charge. He's gone completely deep on the boogie board, but he's not the tank they needed. In fact, the rest of his team weren't ready. He falls down. Tarzan and Safe fall down. That's a double kill for Cheese-tastic. He's going dunk mode. He wants everything. Doesn't get the triple kill though. He will fall down to the turret. But Boogie picks up the kill, and the pros will pick up the second game of this round robin. Already have 2 points so far. Incredible play by the pros.
My little victory thing didn't appear yet. I think there's some kind of bug going on here. But, congratulations to the pros for their second victory in the series. And, I do think that they deserve that win. And Blizzard, they really need to try and find some way to at least get a point throughout this tournament where they just have to think, how are we going to win this game? And they just need to communicate better as a team, because most of the time it's just because they're not with each other or they don't know what each other is doing.
Yeah, definitely. It's a very solid play coming up from the pros. Very good in the team communication, very coordinated. The rotations have been on point. They're just leading the charge. And Blizzard, I think they've been taken back. They're just completely like, oh crap, not aware of what is happening. Hopefully they can go into next game a lot more calm, collected. They need to take a breather, understand, like, just maybe sit down and say, alright guys, look, this is what we're doing wrong. We need to work more as a team, communicate more as a team, and go into the next game probably a lot stronger. Their comps haven't been that bad. In fact, in terms of pick and ban phase, they're actually doing quite well. I think it's just more of they just lack communication, and that's what they need to work on. Hopefully they fix it up in this break. And speaking of breaks, guys, we're going to take a 5-minute break as the teams get ready up to go into the third game of this round robin. Just come back in 5 minutes and it shouldn't be too long. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Arclight Gaming Round Robins, where 22 teams will be competing with each other to earn points in order to qualify for the finals in a few weeks' time. If you're just joining us now, you've missed an incredible 2 games so far where we've been following Blizzard and the pros duking it out. So far the pros have taken 2 games in this 3 matchups, so they're already 2 up in points. But can the Blizzard come back and secure themselves their first win to secure themselves at least 1 point in this round robin? I am Mr. Jester, and tonight with me is the ever so funny Harry Surfman. What is going on?
Not much. I will accept funny, I won't accept legendary. Thank you for that. These games have been phenomenal, especially on the pros side. Blizzards, they've been playing okay. You know, they're not bad. Their teamwork is a little bit rusty. They are really, really, really good in the laning phase. It always seems to be like they do really well in the laning phase, and they kind of just almost dominate it. And then they just fall off because they don't seem to cooperate anywhere near as well as what the pros have been doing. So I am impressed at the pros' team communication and cooperation.
Definitely, they've been a very solid team these past 2 games. Blizzards can't just knock them out completely. They've been very solid in the laning phases. They've always gone, well, in fact, early game as well. They've always managed to go 4-0, 5-0 in the laning early game. So they've been very solid. It's just coming in towards mid and late game where the transitions, the team communications, the pros have always managed to, I guess, maybe out-communicate them, or out-strategize, or just outplay in that aspect. It's not in terms of skill-wise that Blizzard aren't able to keep up mechanically. They are able to, in fact, they can, in fact, win mechanically. It's just the team communication has been their weakest points. In fact, we do see in the bans, Blizzard have banned away Recipe's 2 junglers. He's played Warwick in Game 1, he played Udyr in Game 2, and in both games, wouldn't say the turning point or the driving force of the pros, but definitely one of the more leading players, like one of the more responsible players for this game. Morgana has been banned all 3 games, I believe. Lee Sin is a brand new ban. And the Volibear. Interesting ban going out towards Zero. That's definitely tough. I'm sure if Cheese-Tastic was comfortable to fight that. Zero was very powerful with the Volibear very early on. Compared to the first game when he played Jax, he played a lot better on the Volibear. They just want to ban that out straight away.
I'm actually expecting to see a 3rd farming jungler being banned, like Master Yi or something. No. Darius gone, actually. I was expecting something like a 3rd farming jungler just to go, just because I think they've just had enough of these farming junglers. And you know what? I think we may even see Recipe pick up something like Master Yi, just because I feel like he's going to stoop that low and just be like, you know what? I am going to go another farming jungler. Screw you guys.
Definitely. And we do see Cheese-Tastic re-picking that Nasus. He played a very solid Nasus last Game 1. He was kind of losing on early on. Didn't really get the most efficient farm. By 10 minutes he had 100 and I think 10 it was on his Siphoning Strike. But he still was able to get farm when Blizzard were contesting the dragon, getting the first 2 dragons. They allowed Nasus to free farm, and Cheese-Tastic ended up the game with, I think, 600 stacks of that Siphoning Strike, just obliterating towers, and now he's got back on his Jax. Though Blizzard have picked up the, on Nasus, Blizzard have re-picked the Jax pick? No, in fact, no, they managed to switch it up for the Gnar. So that's
you don't say no, you say nah. Nah, they've actually decided to pick up nah.
Exactly, they managed to turn it around saying, we're taking up the Gnar instead, and the Fizz being picked up by Blizzard. We also have to mention that Blizzard has subbed out their jungler for Big Flays. I believe the jungler last time was... So it was Tarzan was a jungler, but I think he's moved down to the ADC. And Frosty has been subbed out this game. So we're definitely going to see a new flavor. Hopefully it's going to be a change of pace. Maybe different champs at all. Or maybe even different plays. Or maybe different communication. Could see the communication being fixed up by sub, who knows. Recipe has hovering over that Maokai and Chromie on the Akali. Not sure if they're actually going to lock that in just yet. In fact, we're not even sure who will go where. But the Vi has been let through. Could Recipe pick out the jungle Vi?
I think so, and isn't that what they did in the last game? Or no, or was it Warwick with Nasus?
So, in the first game, they ran the Nasus top lane with Recipe on the Warwick. Warwick has, after that, been banned the past 2 games by Blizzard, in this game and the previous game. And Vi in the first game was ran by Blizzard himself. That was Tarzan playing the Vi in the first game. But now he's moved on towards the ADC role. And Akali making her first appearance in this 3 matches. Wasn't banned or picked in the previous 2 games, but now has been. And Jarvan being hovered as well as Jinx, and I love the Jinx. I absolutely adore Jinx, and it could work, but I wouldn't think Jinx is a good pick against the likes of Vi and Akali, due to the fact that Jinx doesn't have any real escape except with the passive. But they've locked it in and said, alright, we're going to run the Jinx.
Yeah, well, I mean, they do have Jarvan's Cataclysm, so if someone does jump towards Jinx anyway, Jarvan can just be like, no, stay here, and give me a hug. And Jinx is like, cheers. Cheers? Oh look, Rengar support again. It's like Nukata's ongoing gag. It's like, oh, I accidentally picked Rengar one game, so I'm gonna keep doing it.
Definitely. He was solid in the first game. In the second game, he opted to go on more conventional support with the Sona. Did quite well. In fact, he flashed crescendoed a couple of times. Very ballsy on that play. And we're just seeing what Boogie might pick. Could even go back onto the Corki in game 1, or even re-pick the Lucian. Both are very solid against Jinx. He doesn't have the best early game, to be honest. And he's going for that Lucian. And one thing I like to mention, in fact, no, he's switching it up, picking up the Caitlyn, trying to outrange Jinx early on, and there's the cops. If they can play both Officer K and Officer Vi, they're after the criminal mastermind of Jinx.
Ooh.
We'll see how that definitely go. One comp I'm loving absolutely is the Jarvan Gnar. That is an incredible. They're very what's the word? They just connect together. They're very close. Like, it works well. Jarvan's ultimate with Cataclysm, followed by the ultimate by Gnar, which is called Gnar. It works. It works so well because he can stun them on the walls of Cataclysm. So if you can get a 4-man Cataclysm ultimate followed by the 4-man Gnar ultimate, that's already bunching them up and stunning them for days, allowing Jinx to free reign, and then Super Mega Death Rocket will just do so much damage. Very good AoE execute. If anything, that's Super Mega Death Rocket.
Even if Jarvan only gets like 1 or 2 people with the Cataclysm, and other people are like on the far side of the wall outside, Gnar can just jump into the Cataclysm, bounce on the enemies, get over to the other side, and then knock them all into the wall with his ultimate from the outside of it. So that's another really, really good aspect of Gnar right there. So the Gnar Jarvan is gonna be awesome.
A very powerful duo combination right then and there in themselves. A wombo combo for their own thing. We are 30 seconds away from the spectator delay where we will reveal exactly what some of the spells they are running. Also, because a lot of teams tend to do on the last 2 seconds, just swap out picks. It could even be a potential top lane Nasus and Akali mid lane Nasus for all the finding gigs. But Chistastic, he did play solid Nasus. I hope they can kind of keep him in check. Whereas in first game, Tarzan, when he was playing the Vibe, didn't really gank in the top lane. He was more busy around mid and bot lane. But now they've got a new jungler, Big Flays. Hopefully he can do something for themselves. And we are into spectators delay. Therefore, picks have been locked in. For the pros, they're rerunning the Nasus in the top lane for Chistastic. Recipe now taking the Vibe for himself. Not a farming jungler like the previous 2. See what he can do right there with the aggression. Chromie picking up the assassin-like Akali. A different playstyle compared to the Syndra and Orianna he ran in the previous 2 games. Boogie on Caitlyn, deviating away from Corki and Lucian, and Nukata definitely having a more conventional support on that Sona yet again. Meanwhile, for Blizzard, they're running Gnar in the top lane. Could this be the saving grace? Big Flays, the sub-in for the jungle with Jarvan. Could he also be another saving grace? Winterfell with Fizz, different playstyle altogether, and Tarzan and Safe will take the bot lane with that Jinx Janna duo combo. So very solid picks altogether.
I would just like to say that I'm very happy with the Janna pick. up, especially with Jinx, how she doesn't have any escapability. And then if anyone at all jumps onto Jinx, and of course it's gonna be Akali. By the way, I absolutely hate Akali's ultimate. It's my least favorite ability in the entire game. But I'm not gonna talk about that. And Janna can just hit the R key and everyone goes away and Jinx gets put back up to full health again. So
Oh, definitely. If anything, it's a good solid pick. Safe has been running the past 3 games. A lot of what you could say is maybe counter initiation or kind of disengaged like champions. With the Braum, with he's got Glacial Fissure, kind of used as a counter initiation, disengage ultimate, peeling potential. Nami, same thing, and Janna. All 3 also very good at peeling. All solid peel champions, and Safe, that's what he's been doing. He's trying his best. He was trying his best to peel for Frosty in the previous 2 games. Hopefully, he can do the same thing with Jinx, who, compared to the previous ones where it was Lucian, or was it Corki? I believe it was Corki and then it was Lucian. No, Twitch. So it was Lucian and Twitch. And Frosty played very aggressively on those 2 champions. He played very push forward. Like with Twitch, he went in behind and stealthed up, came up from behind. But now with Tarzan on Jinx, who you don't really want them in the face of the enemy team, because well, it doesn't have a stealth like Twitch or a dash like Lucian. So if anything, they want to sit from the back, use the fish bones to get the increased range and AoE crits if that is possible to do as lot of damage. See definitely how the teams will go, but the Vi Kali pick is a nightmare for Jinx. For someone who loves Jinx a lot, that's an absolute horrific nightmare. Vi with just one button can expose your ADC, and that's the Assault Battery, and it's not something a lot of people want to face at all.
yeah, I mean, again in this game, I'm hoping to see another a Ruden's Hurricane get picked up. Like last game with the Twitch, didn't happen. I was sad. And this game, I'm hoping that I get to see the 3 rockets.
It will definitely work out, especially if Jinx or Tarzan stays far behind. He could utilize the Runin's Hurricane. If anything, though, I wouldn't be surprised if he opts to go for a Blade of the Ruin King. So when Akali does jump in, you get the Blade of the Ruin King to increase, or basically kind of peel off, in case Janna isn't able to get the Howling Gale up and running and whatnot. The Eye of the Storm from Janna as well is going to be important. It will be able to negate as much burst damage coming out from Akali with that shield. So the Eye of Storm, it's a lot of it is on Janna. It's a lot on Janna to peel for the Jinx, as we'll definitely see Jarvan, Fizz, and Na, who strive for diving in. Jarvan known to just be like, screw this, I'm jumping in, I'm going to dive him all, and then he'll just jump into all 5 of them on his own. Na loves that if he's about to evolve. And Fizz, he'll simply just throw his ultimate, Urchin Strike in, and just playful tricks her out. It's a safety. So they're all gonna just be dive heavy, which works really well. So it's heavily on Janna to protect Tarzan, safe on Tarzan to protect him.
Yeah, exactly right. I love some of these champions that are coming out right now, because I used to be absolutely obsessed with Na when he came out, and I was obsessed with Jinx when she came out, and I've just always loved Janna. So I mean,
definitely solid picks again. Blizzard having that solid comp again, yet again running another strong team comp. They've done very well for the pick and ban phase, the third game as well, but hopefully. What we mentioned again, and this is why they lost the previous 2 games, was due to the communication error. That the pros had a very solid communication. If anything, they have to work on it. And we are entering into the 3rd and final game. The pros have a 2-0 lead in this 3-game matchup, so they've already secured themselves 2 points so far in this round robin. If they can secure themselves the 3rd, they will be topping the charts going into Wednesday's game. But hopefully Blizzard can pick up their first win. And again, for those who are still unsure of how this point system works, every Monday and Wednesday teams will play 3 matches, and every win they get a point. So already pros have won 2 games, they've gotten 2 points, Blizzard are on 0. At the end of about 11 weeks or so, the top 8 teams with the most points will then be seeded up into a tournament. And the winner of that tournament will receive prizes. I believe it's right points, a skin, and also a mini prize pool money. So if anything, this is quite big. It's going to go for the next 10 or so weeks. So there's always going to see different picks. We're going to see a lot of teams rise, a lot of teams fall. And today is the first day, and the pros are already showing that they're a team to a force to reckon with. Force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. Force. Reckon with. I'm very excited to see how this Nasus goes against Na, because Na does have a lot of bullying power, and especially with that percentage health damage, like against Nasus, who will be building tanky. There's no doubt about it. He will be building tanky, and he'll probably need to build some health. Although he may pick up the Frozen Heart again first, which, in my opinion, probably wouldn't be very wise, considering it does have kind of a small range on it, so it may not be able to reach may not be able to reach Na when he's at maximum range. So maybe wiser to pick up the Renduin's Omen first, but at the same time, that would involve getting more health.
Yeah, definitely. Na's Hyper is a force to be reckoned with as well. It does percentage, I believe, maximum health percentage damage, which is quite one. It will be able to bully out Chistastic on the Nasus, and in fact will do a bit better job compared to when he was running the Jax, due to the fact that Na is ranged. So ranged champions do have a better time against the Nasus, and it's already started to sort of zone him out, especially with that boomerang throw as well. Once he gets hyper at the boomerang throw, we'll be able to generate a lot of those stacks to do a bit of damage. Meanwhile in the mid lane, Chromie doing quite well against Winterfell's Fizz. He's trying to show a bit of damage in the bot lane to Tarzan, doing a lot of damage. They hit level 2 first, and it's already started to bully out Boogie Board on Caitlyn. It's definitely a different change of pace compared to the first 2 games, where it was a bit of favor in favor of Boogie Board. So Tarzan safe, a new flavor, a new chance to try to win the lane.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised that Caitlyn's managed to take so much damage and poke just like straight up from the start. Oh, hold on, Akali in the mid lane there.
Yeah, does flash onto Winterfell. Winterfell flashes away. The Ignite tick will not be enough. Akali failed to utilize the Mark of the Assassin to proc it. You know, in top lane, Recipe is ganking with the Vi. Now will simply just hop away. It did burn flash as well, so it's actually a good gank. Coming out from Recipe, it's a flash burn from Zero. And Chestastic, missing out a CS, won't be able to get a stack on his Siphoning Strike. And Zero's back at it to zoning him away. Very good play, and I actually do like the Na pickup from Blizzard. We'll be able to zone off that Nasus quite well. He has been lackluster with his stats, farming up the Siphon Strike. In the bot lane though, Tarzan has got his fish bones, gets stunned up by the trap. He's taking a lot of damage, and the exhaust to save the day. That exhaust saved Tarzan's life. In fact, he also was healed as well. So Tarzan will live to see another day. Nukata doing such a good work on that Sona, giving Boogie Board all the free reign to do damage. We also got to keep in mind Big Flaze is coming around the corner. The pros unaware of this. Big Flaze has come up. He's got the flag and drag. Does land on the double flag and drag. Picks up 2. Nakata gets snared. No, it doesn't. Boogie's trying to do damage. Gets the first blood. Boogie picking that up. Unfortunately, Tarzan wasn't able to. They're trying to flash. Juke as well. Flag and drag lands. Heals also on. But here comes Recipe for the counter kick. The turnaround is incredible. Recipe picking up himself a kill there. Incredible turnaround by the pros. Absolutely amazing.
Oh man, just the fact that Caitlyn was just sitting on Jinx, like Jarvan comes and just lands on her, and she's just sitting there like, hold on Jarvan, I'll get to you in a second, and she's just shooting at Jinx, and then as soon as Jinx drops, Vi is in that lane, and she's like, someone call for a copy, hello governor.
Yeah, coming in, definitely assisting the fellow officer in that battle. they were able to contain the criminal that is Jinx. In fact, managed to pick up a free kill on that job, and that was a fantastic flash vault breaker from Recipe. Definitely having a different playstyle in comparison to the Warwick Udyr he ran the past 2 games. And in fact, this game, Blizzard literally target banned him. They banned off the Warwick, they banned off the Udyr, and the Recipe's like, alright fine, ban those champions. I don't care, I've got a pocket Vi, and it's making it work. Already 1-0-0, 21 CS, and he's just been all over the map so far. In fact, he's ready for the mid lane. He's aware that Big Flays was around. And in fact, they had a ward on it, so now they're chasing out to Big Flays. Recipe does not have flash. Big Flays forced the flag and drag, will be able to get away though, but Recipe still on charge. He's trying to scare away Big Flays just to steal from his jungle. And it's done quite well for himself. I mean, he's got the Stalker's Blade, he's got the Smite still up, so he can do a lot of damage. And why not? Recipe's been on point these past 3 games.
It seems like the Stalker's Blade has been a very, very popular item for these past games, where I really would have thought it would the Poacher's Knife would be coming out a lot more, or at least the
Ranger's Trailblazer. Yeah. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Zero does get hit by Recipe's Vault Breaker. He's trying to survive. He's very low. The Ghost has been fantastic, and he'll secure the kill. Recipe again with the on-point Vault Breakers. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Winterfell actually did quite well for that trade-off. Managed to get Chromie down to half health without taking much damage. Utilizing his Fizz skills, trying to show a bit of dominance in that mid lane. Definitely has an AP advantage too. Meanwhile, in the bot lane though, Boogie, because of that kill and assist, has completed the BF sword already 7 minutes in. That's compared to 2 Doran's Blades. So Boogie, and with Nukata's Sona, definitely have the lead in the bot lane. They're ready starting to zone them off.
Yeah. It seems like that the pros, once again, are gonna just be working really, really well together and just going to it seems like they're gonna win this game, because even though it's not a big lead, I mean, in the past games it was always Blizzard that was in the leads at the start of the game. So the pros, they always seem to come back up and push themselves really far into the last part of the game. So
definitely. In fact, in the mid lane though, Winterfell is fighting under Chromie. Chromie's taking a lot of damage. Winterfell will fall. Chromie's Ignite tick will secure the tower, won't be able to save him though. And Chromie showing the dominance in the mid lane. In fact, still has a 21 CS lead. All 3 games long, Chromie has been dominating in the CS. Previous game was 1-5, despite having still a 30 CS lead compared to when Winterfell was on Swain. So Chromie, showing the mid lane skills, has the CS lead and now has the kill lead compared to Winterfell on Fizz.
also, it's 9 minutes in and no one's tried to take a dragon yet.
Very interesting. In fact, yes, that is true. Both previous games, Dragon has been taken fairly early on. In fact, around the 7.5 minute mark, both first dragons were taken in both games. This time, probably a different pace, as they probably don't want to generate a free dragon, maybe not in its right position. Tarzan has been hit by the trap, and the Piltover Peacemaker misses. Ace in the Hole does also miss landing on safe, but that actually has to scare them away. Crescendo is up. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Zero will be able to evolve into Mega Gnar. Guess who's around the corner? So is Big Flays. They're trying to turn around. Zero misses the stun, but it does get it onto Recipe. Recipe is quite low. The double flag and drag actually gets misses. It's interrupted by Recipe. Zero forced to flash away. Chistastic is leading in charge. Has a fear of the sands. He gets stunned up by Zero. The turnaround is still going. Big Flays hasn't hit level 6 yet. So if anything, he has to be very careful. And no one dies.
That's good. No one dying is good.
Even though both teams will hoping to get a kill. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, we do see an aggressive play from Boogie and Nukata. They were able to take the bottom tier 1 turret. In fact, they're still pressuring up in that bottom. 10 minutes in, already taking the bottom tier 1 turret's actually very good. It now puts Blizzard in the spot of we have to manage to freeze this lane and get free farm. But also it allows the pros to roam. They can now instigate mid-game very early on, 10 minutes into this game.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I don't think it was a good idea of them to swap their AD carry out for Tarzan because Arclight.
In fact, they're fighting onto that mid lane. Chromie, he jukes them around. He managed to burn 3 ultimates and the pink ward, and I believe a flash as well? No. He burnt his flash, but he was able to juke him around, taking 3 ultimates for his flash alone. So very well played by Chromie, utilizing his Akali skills and showing why he's a very solid Akali. Definitely could see him later on in these round robins in a few weeks' time. A potential Kali ban just targeted to him because he's showing a lot of skill. The pros showing great team communication. And again, no one set the sights up for the Dragon just yet. But also, yeah, interesting. Not sure why Blizzard did the subbing out. Potentially maybe their ADC had to go or whatnot. And it's fine, you can sub out. Big Flay's waiting, has been scouted by that trap, but the trap lands on the save. Has to be careful because Chromie's around the corner. Big Flay's flag and drags away. He will not, well, actually will live as Chromie's chasing the wrong target. No! Boogie picks up the kill now. Chromie's onto Tarzan. There's a slow from the Cutlass. The chase is still on. Tarzan's taking a lot of damage, but thanks to the tower, still lives. In fact, Chromie goes in, but a fantastic exhaust. In fact, Tarzan picks up the kill. Chromie way too deep for them, my friend. Does give away a free kill to Tarzan. When we know this is all happening, Recipe was able to pick up a dragon. The first dragon of the game does fall in the pockets of the pros. That increased stat boost, maybe not big now, but it will be big later. In fact, it will benefit Akali the most. One of the hybrid champions, which we mentioned in Game 1, benefits a lot from the dragon stat boost.
Yeah, and Arclight, as everyone knows, just does so much damage. And her way overpowered ultimate that I wasn't going to talk about. I do hate that ultimate. I'm just putting it there, but nice job on the Fizz to mention.
It definitely, in fact, Winterfell is trying to get himself a free kill. The turnaround crescendo from Nakata. Nakata will still fall down thanks to the dot from Fizz. The Big Flash now gets locked up by Sombrero. He falls down. Chromie picks up another kill. Winterfell gets his double kill though. In fact, he'll flash away. But Chromie is still in the chase. That ultimate of his, the one that he hates so much, is definitely giving him that kill. He's gone for a triple, but a fantastic howling gale, but still he gets the triple kill. That ultimate from Chromie. The jukes, the kills, the damage is insane. Meanwhile, in top lane, Gistastic unleashes the Fury of the Sands and he misses the siphoning strike. Oh my lord, but he uses the ghost. Can he get the kill? The Spirit Fire secures the kill. Fantastic play coming up from the pros. Incredible play.
Yeah, as I was saying, I think the pros have this. I mean, Nah did a really good job at preventing Nasus from getting any serious farm down under his belt. I mean, he is sitting on 195 at the moment, but he didn't get as much as when he was up against the Jax. So he's doing a pretty good job as Nah, but it's just that Chistastic dominates that Nasus.
Definitely. In fact, Zero is going aggressive on Chistastic, but Chistastic will still be able to live. Zero is actually about to evolve soon if he's able to get the hyper. There's a stun, evolve. Will he be able to pick up the kill? He's still surviving. Chistastic lives. Can he get the kill? No. Chistastic will fall down. Zero lives to live another day. Meanwhile, Chromie has been hit up by the Super Mega Death Dog. He's just waiting there because Boogie is around to assist him. And here's the rest of the cavalry. Chromie will live to see another, but Tarzan wants blood. He wants death. The shutdown from Big Flames, the flag and drag followed by the calculus on the Boogie. He gets smited. In fact, Boogie picks up a turnaround kill. Boogie's on a killing spree. There's an ace in the hole and a double kill from Boogie. Fantastic 404 is Boogie in this game. He's got an Infinity Edge, and he's definitely proving to be the strongest ADC in this 3 matchup.
Yeah, Boogie is going to be... I feel like the targeted bans that are going to be coming out in the future for the pros is definitely going to be towards Boogie and Nasus. Like, they are seeming like the strongest people on the team at the moment. Definitely.
In fact, Recipe, they tried to ban out Recipe, they banned out the Udyr, they banned out the Warwick, and he just picks out the Vi. And in fact, he's doing a lot more with the Vi than he'd done with the Warwick and Udyr. Because of the early game. Meanwhile, he does land the Assault Battery onto Zero. Zero is actually all the bait. Recipe's taking quite low. Big Flames with the turnaround kill. Now they're setting the sides up for Chistastic. Winterfell's quite low. There is the ultimate. Charm the Waters will knock him up. Zero has now evolved. In fact, gets a stun, gets a double stun, and Winterfell will kill Chistastic. So a very good bait from the likes of Blizzard. Now they set the sides up towards Boogie, but Safe is in a world of, hey, he will fall down. Ace in the Hole is not up, and he walks on the trap. And Nukata picking himself his first kill of the game. It's a much deserved kill. And I have no idea what's happening. What on earth Safe was trying to do right there. Tarzan was not in position, and that is now the 4th kill for Boogie. He's 405. He's a monster in this game. He's already he's got himself 6.8k. That's 2.7 ahead of Tarzan on Jinx. And Big Flame's now not sure what he was trying to do, trying to catch up somebody, but he's taking quite low. Super Mega Death Zone comes out, will not pick up any kill, and the pros will simply just back off.
Yeah, they just really want to try and defend this tower, and it's not going their way.
Definitely.
They keep trying to jump onto them and get something coming out, but it's just not working out.
The Ace in the Hole nearly picking up the kill on the Tarzan, but middle and top lane, Chistastic, utilizing his Spirit Fire, is able to clear the minions off the tower to keep it alive. In fact, that's the 4th tower of the game going towards the pros. That's 4-0 in turrets. This is completely different to how the first 2 games started off. The first 2 games, Blizzard had the early lead, but now it's just turning around. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Chromie has been engaged by Big Flames. They're safe as well. The Howling Gale lands. We also do see the Vision Ward. Chum the Waters, can it land? No, Chromie flashes away. In fact, he jumps on the Big Flames, but he will fall down, giving Winterfell the kill. But with once Crony does that, I'm still taking that booty, he takes Big Flames down with him.
Yeah, well, it looks like the pros are gonna go up for their 2nd dragon now, which is gonna help NASA. Oh no, never mind. It's my bad. It's gonna help everyone with this sieging power, which they really only need for the middle tower at the moment. So I thought it was the minion one first.
Oh, definitely. It's still will be able to help with the sieging. I mean, Chistastic's doing quite well. He doesn't need... They need 2 people. In fact, Winterfell's come up. Chistastic using the Fury of this, but he's turning around the fight. He's trying to get onto Winterfell. Winterfell with the flash away. Zero stuns him up onto the wall. Big Flame's here to help. And Winterfell will secure the kill. That's his 5th kill of the game. Actually, a pretty good decision to give him the kill. But Tarzan taking so much damage from Boogie. Boogie's just unstoppable this game so far.
Well, he is. He's sitting on 5 kills, 5 assists, and 140 CS. His total gold, he's 3,500 more than what Jinx is sitting on at the moment, is he? Is that right? Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, 3.3k gold lead ahead of Jinx, and that's just absurd. Boogie has been, the past 2 games, an incredible ADC. He's definitely a force to be reckoned with. He's just been free reigning, getting all the kills, in fact a lot of farm. So if anything, the rest of the, more later on in the tournament, teams might have to be able to get onto him. But Boogie, a fantastic flash, but same with the flash ultimate from himself right there, is able to put Boogie back into Cataclysm. Chromie in the backline though is jumping onto Tarzan, but he will fall down 0 with the kill. And that is a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Blizzard. Incredible flash from Boogie, but the flash monsoon from Safe, able to throw him back into the Cataclysm.
Yeah, that somewhat pulled it back in again. They may be able to come back from this, but sitting on an 8k difference in gold, I'm not confident that they will. And Nasus now coming down from the top lane, he wants to defend his tower, and I think that is a wise decision in this case, because I don't feel like he needs to push out that in a tower. He really just needs to prevent the enemy.
Recipe just gone complete hammer. Assault Battery onto Tarzan. He will fall down. Chistastic leading in charge of Fury of the Sands on. He gets onto Zero. Zero forced to flash away, but Chistastic, such a man, such a dog, leading the charge. He's just doing wonders for his team. Already 290 stacks. The 10-hour Frostwing Claim, but Zero comes in. He does use the Gnar, also it's not going to do anything. Meanwhile, Chromie gets a shutdown on. There's the ace and on Winterfell. Boogie, 617, beast. He gets himself another kill.
Yeah, they are just doing so well this game. I mean, he has died at one point in the game, but I think he's made up for it for getting an extra kill and an extra 2 assists and 30 CS. So I think I'll forgive him for dying.
Yeah, definitely. In fact, he's now sieging up into that middle lane. He's doing a bit of damage on the safe. Safe has to be careful. Meanwhile, on top lane, Chromie is onto that tower thanks to that increased, first 2 stacks, giving both AD and AP, which Chromie on Akali benefits a lot for being a hybrid. He has been engaged at Big Flaze, does utilize the Vision Ward. Chromie has been hit up by the snare, but Chromie is taken quite low. He's going to try and turn around. He does turn around, picks up the kill, but Tarzan gets the kill in return. Boogie was around to help, but he's not able to do much, and he has to be very careful because Winterfell and Safe are there too. It's a 3 exchange. Winterfell goes in. The Charm the Waters is not up though. Boogie's trying his best to left, right, center, trying to dodge them all. Winterfell gets engaged on, but a good monsoon. But actually, it's a bad monsoon. It puts Recipe in the fray onto Tarzan. Recipe picks up the kill, but now Recipe will fall down, giving Winterfell a double kill. 7-4-3 is that Fizz. Hopefully he can be the saving grace for Blizzard. We're not too sure just yet, as Chistastic and Nukata are in the bot lane, probably pushing that out right now.
Yeah, well, it looks like Sona's in a bit of trouble from Jarvan right here, and changed his mind actually, and so yeah, well, I mean, I'm expecting to see Vi go up and go take out the 3rd dragon for everyone, giving everyone a free Janna passive, essentially. Just everyone in the game gets a Janna passive once you take out your 3rd dragon.
Definitely, and it's a very solid, definitely a solid stat. If anything, I believe it's the strongest stat you can get. That movement speed is just, you can utilize it for so many good things. You can utilize it for rotations, transitions, catch-outs, to get back to an objective, contest it. Now Chromie, does engage on a Big Flaze, and Big Flaze is taking down the half health. But if anything, the 3rd stack will benefit Chromie a lot. The 1st and 3rd stack is so good for Chromie. He now gets onto Jarvan and have walked into a Chum the Waters. Boogie does be able to kill the Tarzan, but Chromie with the Zonyas is able to live. In fact, he's now going onto Big Flash. Doesn't have another ultimate stack, I'm not sure, but ace in the hole. Sniped by Boogie. That's his double kill for that fight. He's 8-2-7. And Chromie is still going onto Winterfell. There's another ultimate charge. I believe he's out now, so he has no more ultimates left to jump onto it. Zero's taking quite a bit of damage. And now Boogie is still sensing more blood. He wants to get the kills. Has completed Infinity Edge, and Static Shift is working on that last Whisperer. Boogie, you monster.
You absolute beast, Boogie.
Yeah, you're a beast, man. Look at that. In fact, he turns around the Piltover Peacemaker. God, the snipes from Boogie is absolutely amazing. Now they're onto the Inhibitor turret. 23 minutes in. This is an incredible performance by the pros. Now they're onto Inhibitor. But Chromie, he doesn't care. He wants blood. Big Flash comes with the flanking drag, turns into Cataclysm. The fight is on. Chromie has been locked up. But who cares? He picks up the kill. So does Recipe. The fight is on. Boogie has been untouched this whole fight too. He gets himself his 10th kill of the game. And the pros, absolutely monstrous in this round robin, this 3rd game. They're proving to be a threat. If no one can keep them unchecked, if they're left unchecked this whole round robin, they could definitely finish up into the finals in 10 weeks time. They've taken the 2nd turret of the game. Now they're focusing either on the Nexus turrets or even the bottom turrets, whatever they decide. The rest of the team from Blizzard are spawning up in 2 seconds. We could even see a team fight happening. The pros have to be very careful. Chromie, Recipe, Nukata, even Boogie, they're all kind of low. They don't have as much mana or health at all. Zero has been hit by the stun from the trap, and Chromie has been engaged on. He's going on to Tarzan. There's a Zonyas as well. He's trying to just delay them, allowing him to survive. And a very selfless decision by Chromie allows the rest of his team to get away.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure that Blizzard can pull this game back no matter how hard they try, even if they get the next dragon, because when the gold lead is sitting at 17k and the times at 25 minutes, not sure there's that much you can do.
Definitely. In fact, the fighters on Chistastic is chasing on Zero, taking a lot of damage. Boogie, actually Boogie dies! What a fight from Zero! He's able to get the hyper stacks to secure the kill. Nukata had to avenge Boogie. Now Chistastic with the chase is following up onto Big Flaze and Winterfell, but Winterfell will simply play for Trickster away unless they decide to turn onto Chistastic. And the pros absolutely dominating this game. 29-18 other kills. They have themselves a 16k gold lead 25 minutes into this game.
Yeah, and this is probably the second biggest gold lead I've ever seen, and that's a lot because I've seen a fair few games, and I'm not sure that Blizzard can do anything at all at the moment. Like, even if they took a Baron, I'm not sure that they could do anything to win the game, because more than likely they'd just die and lose the buff.
Yeah, definitely. So, Chromie now jumping on the safe. He will be able to get away. Interesting. A really good Howling Gale into Monsoon. Keep safe alive. The likes from the pros, it's just the fact that Vi and Akali are able to instantly blow up anyone in the backline, whereas Zero and Jarvan on Big Flaze, they can't. So if anything, the backline of the pros is surviving longer than the backline of Blizzard. And the fact that because they die so quickly, it turns the fight instantaneously. A recipe with that Assault and Battery, followed by the Shadow Dance, we'll call it the whole ultimate, how she just dashes in. That's two threats, and Jinx is just not her day. She's not surviving at all. She's not able to get her damage out at all. She just falls instantly. And if Safe is forced to use a Monsoon on herself, where's the pill now? We do see pros now working onto the bottom inhibitor. That's going to be 4. That's going to be a third inhibitor 27 minutes in. And it's they're definitely in the driver's seat. The pros are definitely in the driver's seat. It is their game to lose right now. And we'll see what they can do. Chromie edging frag. He goes onto Zero, but he does bait out the flag for Big Flame. He's withered up. The Cataclysm, he falls down. Boogie is a live recipe. Has flashed in. Zero does get the kill on the Chromie, but Zero is saying quality. Crescendo hitting 3 people. Incredible turnaround. That's a double kill for Boogie. And that will be the ace. I believe no Tarzan still lives at all, but this will be the third game going towards the pros. They've picked up 3 points in this round. Incredible by the pros, showing a very strong introduction into this round robin by Arclight Gaming.
And another half health takeout from Nasus. Yeah, straight onto the Nexus.
Absolutely amazing coming out from the pros. Definitely proving to be a threat into this round robin. Obviously, this was the first round, the first day of the next 10 weeks. The next day will be on Wednesday, so we're not sure which teams will be casting on Wednesday, but hopefully Blizzard are able to pick up the mistakes they've learnt from this game or this series and go into Wednesday a lot stronger. The pros are definitely showing they're a threat an absolute threat, and they can do quite well. Their team communication is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I'm genuinely impressed at how they communicate as a team, and they have done really, really well, picking up the third of 3 games. They've won all of them, so I'm not sure what happens to Blizzard right now, but they're not in a good state.
Yeah, definitely. So after tonight's matchup, the pros have picked up themselves 3 points, and that's a very good start off. I mean, that's the most points you can get per round, and they've managed to pick up 3 points. Blizzard on 0. Again, hopefully they can learn from their mistakes, come back on Wednesday, and just be a better team, and hopefully they can, learn from their mistakes and hopefully you see them in the finals after 10 weeks, because they do have the potential. They do have what it takes to become one of the stronger teams in this round robin. But it's been an incredible day so far, man. I'm just so pumped now.
As am I.
Definitely. Anyway, guys, we have to turn this off. Again, tune in on Wednesday at 6:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Times. I believe that's 5:30 AEST and 8:30 New Zealand time. But the times will be up on the Arclight Gaming site, which is, I think, battlefly.com. You search for Arclight Gaming. Their website is also www.facebook.com/Arclight Gaming. It was all on the stream in the overlay on the bottom left. I am Mr. Jester, and Harry, it's been a pleasure, man, casting with you tonight.
And a pleasure casting with you too.
Fantastic, good old chap.
Simply spiffing.
Absolutely marvelous. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoy the rest of the night. Tune in on Wednesday where we will cast another game. Not sure who exactly just yet, but we'll definitely be looking forward to that. Good luck to the pros, good luck to Blizzard, as well as good luck to the other remaining 20 teams on their way into making it into the finals of this round robin. Have a nice night, guys.